stay out of the line as the racing continues. Austin Dillon up front. They shifted him. It's going to be a big one. Now around goes the 3 in front of the pack. They're all collected. The 11 with damage, the 22 as well.
Big right here.
Moves to go inside, and that upset the 3 a little bit. Got the 3 a little bit loose. But the 3 headed on down the track to try to block anyways. They're trying to get down there and protect that line, protect that lead.
Let's go back and look at that first view, because I think that, watch this first view. So right here, he makes the move, as he said. Here comes the 14 of Boyer. Good side draft on the 11. Here comes the 14 of Boyer. Now we got a great shot. Boyer gets into the back of him. He goes to turn left just a little bit, and when he did, he drug the 3 with him. The 3's on the bottom of the racetrack. You know, yeah. I don't know that that was a block. I think the 3 got there. He didn't mean to get there. It's just a little bit of contact.
Side by side, it's a photo finish at the line.
Saved by McDowell. Oh, here we go. They wrecked again.
Larson and Stenhouse. You won't believe how Ryan Preece shot the gap and got through there. I can't believe it.
The 22 hooks him a little bit, but actually this wreck ended up happening because the 17 of Stenhouse dove to the middle. There really wasn't much of a hole there. Collects a 42 of Larson, the 4, knocks the 4
Kevin Harvick,
Kevin
he goes
Harvick
up
to
the
the
hill, hits the
infield.
wall, and here comes the 13, gets into the 2, spins him around. Holy smokes. I thought the truck race that night, they had 6 trucks or 7 that were running at the finish. I thought, I'd never seen anything like that.
And it's right on the back of Austin Hill, pushing a bit, and when he comes off this turn, just the inexperience of not knowing the nose was going to be light when he exits the corner because of being right on the back of the 16, and the truck just goes around.
And I think then he grabs the steering wheel when that truck goes high right there. He grabs the steering wheel, turns a little bit left, and that's all it took.
How he didn't collect others, it's amazing. Right there, the front end just goes light on him, up the hill. Cranked it left, like you said, Phil, then back to the right, but it was too late.
All day.
White flag has been displayed for the 9 of Chase Elliott.
Oh, there's a
left to go, a big crash.
Big crash.
Suarez, a lot of damage.
Keep digging here. They've got the white. Keep digging.
And he keeps rolling. Again, race leader has already seen the white flag as Suarez will go around again.
That'll be should be a spot for Almirola, right?
Is he going to be able to keep rolling?
Go, 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 go.
Again, Chase Elliott with a 2.9 second lead over Alex Bowman.
Do everything he can, and oh, he makes a big move there, but caught the 41 by surprise. Hemrick, nowhere to go, big contact.
At Michigan. Oh, and Ankrum gets a big shove, and it's going to bring out a big caution and a big accident. Gilliland is involved. Sauter involved. Alfredo in the mix as well. The 20 is Spencer Boyd, and this is going to be a big cleanup.
Matt Crafton's trying to help.
Well, you clearly saw Ankrum spinning the tires.
Yeah, Matt was still trying to help too, don't you think, Michael? He was just trying to help him get going. You heard Matt back off when he got a little bit sideways, but it was too late then.
And what a tough break for Todd Gilliland.
Backstretch.
Oh,
And hard in the wall goes Austin Dillon and Kyle Larson.
Something was wrong with that 42 car. Oh my gosh.
still wrecking.
Both Dillon brothers are in it.
Well, I wonder, did that 42 make contact with somebody and maybe cut a tire down?
Something was going on with the 42, Jeff. He was something that I'm not sure what was going on, but something happened to it.
It's a lot when you're that close to a car and you get down into turn one, you start to lose the nose, as he did. Larson got into the left rear of the 19. But now he's stuck in the middle.
This one, he goes down into turn one. He charges down into one really hard.
And so he's just getting loose right here as the 14 goes to his outside. It looked to me like Kyle Larson at that point, as he went in the corner. Man,
heavy impact.
Yeah, the three of Austin Dillon really
something went on with the 42. I can't quite figure out what it was, but something was going on with the 42.
And then Larson comes up, collects Ty Dillon and Ryan Preece.
Well, that was really unfortunate for Ty Dillon. Front suspension obviously broken on the 42 after that.
Probably no brakes.
He just gets real loose as the 14 goes by him on the outside.
Gosh.
Oh. Right in the last second, you hear Austin Dillon getting the throttle, hoping he could squeeze by.
This is big right here. Yikes.
We got a crash over here off the tunnel turn. We have a crash off the tunnel turn.
Larson hard into the wall. It looks like the front right and the rear of that car. Did you see everything happen there, Junior?
Yeah, when I saw Kyle, he was already sideways. Looks like he got loose on the corner on the exit of the tunnel. Maybe some contact with outside wall before he slid down in the inside wall, making contact there, hard contact. He's trying to get the car moving here. Got to carry that throttle, and the car's just too loose. You can see corrects it, gets into the wall with the right rear. Popping tires, hitting the inside fence. The scary part was here, sliding back up into oncoming traffic right in the racing groove. Luckily, everybody was able to avoid. But that's the trouble about running here, or the pressure, I guess, for these drivers, is they have to carry so much throttle through this tunnel turn, and you have to trust that that grip is going to be there. That car is going to be hooked up, be into the racetrack, and he got a big surprise, obviously, in the center of that corner with the car getting loose.
Car goes around in the trial, they'll spin it, sliding out of control. B.J. McLeod brings out the caution. Stenhouse has wrecked on pit road with Tyler Reddick. Another car is sitting littered in the grass, and we're under caution. That is the 52, that's Cody Ware.
I think Reddick got the left rear tire of Jimmy Johnson, then Jimmy couldn't get in his pit stall.
All of them in their first 500 start, and it's on.
Yeah, and I just wonder if the club was trying to get woed up, and I think Cody Ware had no idea he was coming to pit road.
And you're right, Jimmy Johnson did get collected in that. 3 drivers, Daytona 500 rookies get piled up here.
Yeah, again, Cody Ware just right on the rear bumper of the 51 of McLeod, and it just got in the back of him and turned him into that group.
That took the whole left rear quarter panel off Jimmy Johnson's car.
Get the momentum back. Matt Crafton needs a lot of help here.
Oh, Austin Hill getting into Ben Rhodes.
How
And
about
now
Gus Dean?
coming around the outside. Contact, and Dean is going to take out Rhodes. And Crafton gets through again somehow, and so many more involved in this incident.
Knocked him up behind, Phil. You can see Shelton Creed did a perfect job. He was to the outside of Dean. Dean blocked. And look at Crafton in the yellow truck, sneaking by all that on the high side. How did he avoid the sliding up to the wall 17 of David Gilliland? That block right there that Dean threw on Creed started it. It was just too late. Just got him a little bit loose there. Caught the 99 of Ben Rhodes. Watching the 17 barely avoids hitting the 88 of Matt Crafton.
Every time there's a caution, Crafton just moves up another spot or two, and he has done that again.
Watch this block here by Dean. Right there, moves up in front of Creed. Creed still had some room to go higher, but stood his ground, and it turned Dean around.
And how does Crafton? Oh, he does
actually
take a little bit of contact, very little, but so he's going to probably have a little bit of left front damage, but considering what everybody else has got on their trucks, it's going to be minimal.
Vince, I think he might have gotten to the outside wall as well.
Are you kidding me? This is big. Wow. But it.
Boy, it just reminds me of the clash. Same type of carnage that we saw where these cars were going everywhere. Nice push down the back straightaway to Benedetto. Gets to his right rear. Oh yeah, that just starts to turn him a little bit.
Got him in the right rear.
And he collects Menard. Logano just misses it, but the whole outside lane and half the inside pile up.
And this is exactly what we were just talking about. At this stage in the race, you can start to taste victory in the Daytona 500. You want to see that checkered flag, and you'll do anything to get it, and you know you've got to be more aggressive with those bump drafts.
That looks exactly like the Clash. I mean, all those cars, third turn, all those cars wadded up, sliding up the track with sparks flying. It looked so much like the Clash.
That is the 17th of February, looking way too much like the 4th of July. Fireworks everywhere.
Yeah, and it really and truly, it was Paul Menard. He gave to Benedetto a little shove, but it was on the outside, on the right side, and that just turned the Benedetto into the outside wall, and then it was on from there.
And a different situation than we saw in the clash between Menard and with Jimmy Johnson, but it was a similar thing when we heard the spotter on the 21, Menard say, well, he zigged and we zagged.
And in this case, Menard told his team on the radio, I just bumped him a little too hard.
Yeah, I mean, what are you going to do? It's the end of the race. You're trying to help that guy. You're trying to help the Benedetto. You're not trying to wreck him, but just bad judgment. Look at that 10 car.
Almirola's number 10.
Look at David Reagan underneath the 10 of Almirola.
David Reagan, see what springs he's running. Look at that.
All those sparks flying. My gosh. Man, amazing shots.
And all Almirola wanted was a chance to win it on the last lap.
Yeah, well, he didn't
like last year.
Didn't quite get there. Close.
And I gotta believe our two leaders right now, Kyle Busch and Denny Hamlin, were really wanting and hoping to have another Toyota there and Benedetto to help them pull off this victory today. Going to be a little bit tougher for them to hold off those Fords, and some Chevys are moving up also.
Oh, and Gus Dean is going around.
Ooh, hard contact.
A big hit for Gus Dean, and the caution is out.
You can see how he's got a truck right on his back end, maybe a little bit of shove there, but I think that the front end was light on him. You know, he was already heading up that way, and that push into the back was just more than he could handle at that moment.
That's Gilliland in the 4.
See him kind of bouncing up the track, and then that push from Gilliland was just at the wrong place at the wrong time.
And Gilliland had nowhere to go either. He had someone on his back bumper, and boy, that's
man, that's a frightening feeling, seeing that wall coming at that speed. Believe me, I know I've hit a few of them.
Thank goodness for the safer barrier. And obviously, you see how much damage there is to that truck. Could have been a whole lot worse.
Car in the wall, Chris Buescher, and he gets tagged by DiBenedetto. Truex is in it. And so is the 77 of rookie Justin Haley.
Right on cue.
19 of Truex getting caught up in this.
Larry, that trend was nobody's friend.
7 to go.
We're going to fire on the 95 to Benedetto.
Having a great day, just running so well all day long.
Good to see him climb out. Chris Buescher took a hard hit. And there's Haley. Buescher is third on the outside.
Yeah, and keep an eye on, I believe the 10 car of Almirola gets a nice run behind Chris Buescher. Almost tries to make it 3 wide right there. Buescher comes down. A little bit of contact right there and just turns the 37 around.
Boy, Benedetto had nowhere to go. Truex had nowhere to go.
So happy to see that 37 car stay on the ground when the 95 hit him. Yeah, big hit by Haley in the 77.
Wow. Here's another look, and we'll watch Almirola in the 10 and Chris Buescher in this 37.
So Almirola thought about going 3 wide. That door was shut. Able to see the contact, but I mean, the way that car turned so abruptly, you know the contact was there, and then, wow, look at this.
That's working really well. Oh, Jimmy going to take Jimmy, contact. And around goes Menard, into the wall.
Come on high, clear, all clear.
That's something
just got to run.
In front, 45 still.
Went to side draft the left rear of the
You're good, you're good. Record
I
behind
don't know if Paul
you.
came down a little bit, but they got too close and hit.
Paul never moved. It looked like it sucked Jimmy into him. I think he made a miscalculation there.
Menard comes off the wall a little bit. But just you know, a misjudgment. And made contact, turned him around.
Look at all, I mean, look at that. That's a wad of wrecked race cars.
Jones is sideways. He and Keselowski make contact. Keselowski and Jones into the outside wall. And Brad will slam hard into the inside wall. Massive, massive collision for Brad Keselowski, who makes just a hellacious hit into the inside wall off turn 2.
And it looks as though that car's sideways, maybe up on top. Yeah, it's up on top of the tire barriers. So Brad Keselowski, you see the window net is down.
Eric Jones tries to feel the hole, and Brad, it's very tight right there. Brad coming down with 20, trying to get in that position, and it took all the air off the right side of that 20 car. Eric Jones getting a little bit loose there underneath the 2.
Passenger side contact for that 2 getting up on the tires.
Actually, I think those tires were very well placed. That wall is kind of an opposite angle. So while it looks very dangerous up on its side like that, I think that protected Brad from hitting kind of a negative angle against a very solid wall. Just another view. Look at the 20 with a huge impact, and then the 2.
32 spots to see if they're going to give their shot at winning tonight. And for the second time, and that's a big hit for the 34 of Jesse Owuji.
We were just talking during the commercial break, Michael and I,
that inside wall a ton.
It was really scary too, because we know that pit row is full of trucks waiting to qualify.
NASCAR positions the trucks down towards turn 1, keeping them out of harm's way, but man.
Well, and there's also people as well as you see there, including a NASCAR official, but credentialed spectators can be down in pit lane on the other side of the wall, the safe side of the wall, thankfully, during qualifying. And you see them all take a scatter, and even a NASCAR official on this side of the wall.
Probably directing the trucks as they come off the racetrack where to go after their qualifying run.
Off. Oh, around goes the 18. The 42 collects the 17 as well. The 62 upside down. Brendan Gaughan upside down as he went back in front of the pack.
We're wrecked here, guys.
And the big one happens right at the front of the field.
Kurt pushing Kyle. Just hooked him. Look at Brendan Gaughan. Just flipping right over.
Nose of that Chevrolet just can't quite push them straight.
Here they come. Chase Elliott, Alex Bowman, Ryan Preece. Logano on the outside, and Byron's around. He crashes. Caution is out.
Heavy impact to the inside wall by the 42 of Larson.
Man. Kyle Larson, Jeffrey Earnhardt with heavy damage, and William Byron.
Man.
On the last lap.
So this is coming off of turn 2 onto the back straightaway. Oh yeah, you can just see, looks like the 38 goes up the racetrack, makes contact with the 24 Byron. And that sends Jeffrey Earnhardt and Kyle Larson. Look at the air get under the right rear of the 42.
Wow.
Heavy contact with that right front. Left front.
That safer barrier was there. Thank goodness for that. But watch this thing. Once it starts flipping, it's like a feather. It just won't stop.
To go to victory lane this year. What a hard tumble for Kyle Larson.
And that was after a really hard hit with that front nose to the inside wall.
It just won't stop.